Welcome back to Albums Born Today, where we delve into the history behind albums celebrating their release. It's April 22nd, 2024. Let's explore what the past has in store for us today. The Birds, the Bees and the Monkees is the fifth studio album by the American rock band The Monkees, released in 1968. By the time The Birds, the Bees and the Monkees was released, the Monkees were going through a transitional period. The band members were increasingly asserting their creative control over their music, moving away from the manufactured pop image that had been created for them by their television show. The album was recorded over several months in 1967 and 1968 at various studios in Los Angeles, California. The band members, particularly Mike Nesmith and Peter Tork, were actively involved in the songwriting and production process, contributing original material to the album. The Birds, the Bees and the Monkees features a diverse range of musical styles, including psychedelic rock, folk rock, and pop. The album showcases the band's versatility as musicians, with each member contributing their own unique sound to the mix. The album includes several hit singles, including Daydream Believer, Valeri, and Tapioca Tundra. These songs became radio staples and helped to increase the band's popularity, particularly in the United States, where they continued to be a chart-topping success. In addition to their hit singles, The Birds, the Bees and the Monkees also includes several experimental tracks that push the boundaries of traditional pop music. Songs like Righting Wrongs and Zor and Zam feature complex arrangements and thought-provoking lyrics, reflecting the band's desire to explore new musical territory. The album's eclectic mix of musical styles and experimental tracks have earned it a cult following, and its hit singles continue to be celebrated as classics of 1960s pop music. Sky's the Limit is the 17th studio album by The Temptations, released in 1971. By the early 1970s, The Temptations were navigating through significant changes in the music industry and within the group itself. Motown Records, their longtime label, was undergoing shifts, and the departure of lead singer Eddie Kendricks and producer Norman Whitfield had an impact on the group's sound and direction. The album was recorded at Hitsville USA Studio A in Detroit, Michigan. With the departure of Norman Whitfield, who had been instrumental in crafting the psychedelic soul sound of their previous albums, Sky's the Limit marked a departure from that style. The album incorporates a mix of soul, funk, and pop elements, reflecting the changing trends in music at the time. While still retaining some of the signature Temptations harmonies and vocal performances, the album explores new sonic territories and experiments with different musical arrangements. The album's standout track is Just My Imagination, Running Away With Me, written by Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong. The song became a massive hit for The Temptations, reaching the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart and becoming one of their signature songs. Its romantic lyrics and lush orchestration resonated with audiences and helped propel the album's success. Sky's the Limit remains one of The Temptations' most beloved albums, thanks in large part to the success of Just My Imagination, Running Away With Me. The song has been covered by numerous artists and continues to be a staple of oldies radio stations. The album's exploration of different musical styles and its enduring popularity are a testament to The Temptations' versatility and lasting impact on popular music. Magazine is the ninth studio album by the American rock band Heart, released in 1978. Here's the story behind the album. Magazine came at a pivotal time for Heart. The band had achieved significant success with their previous albums, including hits like Barracuda and Crazy on You. However, they were also facing pressure from their record label to deliver another commercial success. With Magazine, Heart decided to experiment with their sound and move away from the hard rock sound that had defined their earlier albums. Instead, they embraced a more polished and radio-friendly sound, incorporating elements of pop and new wave into their music. The album was recorded at various studios in Los Angeles, California, with producer Mike Flicker, who had worked with the band on their previous albums. The recording process was reportedly tense at times, as the band members grappled with creative differences and pressure from their record label. Magazine features a mix of rock, pop, and new wave influences, showcasing the band's versatility as musicians. The The album includes both upbeat rockers and heartfelt ballads, with Ann Wilson's powerful vocals and Nancy Wilson's intricate guitar work remaining central to the band's sound. The album spawned several hit singles, including Heartless and Magazine. These songs received significant airplay on radio stations and helped to propel the album to commercial success, earning Heart a dedicated fan base and solidifying their status as one of the leading rock bands of the late 1970s. Around the World in a Day is the seventh studio album by American musician Prince, released in 1985. Around the World in a Day came on the heels of Prince's massively successful album and film, Purple Rain. Following such a monumental success, there was a significant level of anticipation for Prince's next musical offering. Rather than creating another album in the same vein as Purple Rain, Prince opted for a more experimental and eclectic approach with Around the World in a Day. He wanted to challenge himself creatively and move away from the pop-rock sound that had defined his previous work. The album showcases Prince's diverse musical influences, including psychedelic rock, funk, soul, and Eastern music. Prince drew inspiration from artists like the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, and George Clinton, resulting in a sound that was both innovative and unconventional. Prince recorded much of the album at his home studio in Chanhassen, Minnesota, with his band, The Revolution. The recording sessions were known for their spontaneity and creativity, with Prince often experimenting with different sounds and arrangements on the fly. The album's cover art, featuring a painting of Prince in front of a psychedelic backdrop, reflects the album's eclectic and otherworldly vibe. The artwork, along with the album's title, suggests a journey of exploration and discovery. The album features several standout tracks, including the hit singles Raspberry Beret and Pop Life. These songs became radio staples and helped to further cement Prince's status as a musical icon. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Feel free to leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Keep the music alive, and we'll see you in the next video.